welcome to our new space. Many of you have been praying about Christ Worship Center, and you've been in an effort with us to try to find a building, and we are pleased to announce through this video that we have found a location and we signed the lease today. This video is to serve to show you not only what our building looks like, but also to cast the vision of what Christ Worship Center is all about, and to ask you to prayerfully consider partnering with us, not only as prayer warriors, which is the most important thing that we need, but also as financial partners. What we desire to do here in Quincy, unfortunately, also requires funding. And we do have to outfit a family cafe as well as a worship space. We have an empty shell right now, and we need your partnership. So please prayerfully consider what you could be doing with us with Christ Worship Center. Our space is located inside this building, and we'll show you the inside in a minute. But we want you to see the surrounding area and how perfect it is that God has provided this. This is Quincy University, right across the street, where there are hundreds of students and new students each year that come from all around the world to have an education here. We hope to be able to draw people from the university to partner with us as well as to reach them for Jesus. When you look down the street the other way, you see the most important street in Quincy, which is Broadway. If you see the traffic light at the end of the road there, Broadway is the most busiest street, and we're only 2 blocks away from there. Real estate prices down there are extremely high, and we have found a perfect location not far removed and very affordable for us. Let me take you inside our building. To our new space. We share this building with a few other businesses. As you can see over here, the parking lot has ample parking for all of the visitors that will come, and we're excited to show you this space. We have 2 entrances. Welcome to Christ Worship Center and Malachi's Family Cafe. This first space is where our cafe is going to be located. And you can see we have the entry from the hall right over here. And we also have ample space for some tables in here. Over in this section, we will be having a kids' playland for kids to be able to hang out during cafe, but also be used for the church ministry, for nursery and Sunday school type activities. The vision of our cafe is to be an entry point for people to build relationships. We desire for them to come to this place and to hang out as families. We're not looking for a clientele that just wants to come in, grab a coffee and leave. We want to foster an atmosphere where people will come and stay and spend time together, and where we can have an opportunity to build more relationships, important relationships. We're also going to be painting this facility. You can see right now that the walls are this pale blue color. We're going to be designing the whole space to appeal to a young crowd, whether it's college students or whether it's young professionals, married people who have young kids, kind of like Julie and I do. And we want this place to be an inviting atmosphere for them to come and to hang out. We'll have Wi-Fi for them to be able to do their homework from college. We'll have all kinds of different classes that are going to take place. We want to do parenting classes and various marriage counseling type things. It's a perfect opportunity right next to the university to be able to build on the area of life that the stage of life that they're in right now, where they are looking towards marriage, looking towards building a family, and we want to invest in them as they are at this stage of life. Let me show you the rest of the building. If you walk down the hallway with us, this is where the rest of the facility is located, including the kitchen where we'll be serving the food from. We will have actually our young kids involved with serving people up here, because we want it to be a whole family ministry approach. If you come down here, this first room actually also has a separate entrance, which you can see that goes back to the hallway that we just came in on. This is going to be our worship sanctuary. We're going to set this up with chairs, and the praise team will be here. We'll be able to do a prayer room in this space as well, which is one of the core values of Christ Worship Center, is to establish a prayer ministry that is for Quincy. We want to reach this city for Jesus, and it starts with prayer. Revival begins in the hearts of people that have been prepared for revival through prayer. And so we desire that this space would be a sanctified place where people come in and they just experience an atmosphere of prayer, whether it's in our worship services or whether it's actually during the week in our prayer room time. The next space that we have is also a nice sized room that will work well as a library as well as a Bible study room. And we will be doing a variety of different activities, from adult Bible studies to counseling sessions and seminars, things like that. And then on the other side across the hall, we have the kids' room that you saw from the cafe entrance. So it has 2 doors. And I'll let you take a look in here. We're going to be putting a seating area up front here with a TV screen that we can use for some video teaching. And then in this back space, we'll be putting up a playland where kids can go crazy and enjoy themselves and have fun being kids. We want to make sure that the whole family is ministered to in this place as a family, and that includes needing to have a variety of activities for different age groups. You continue down the hallway, you actually come right away to our kitchen and to a little office space off to the left here. This is a perfect room for a one-on-one counseling session or a husband and wife counseling session, and will work well as an office for the pastor, which happens to be me. But on the other side here is the kitchen. Now, it doesn't look like a kitchen yet because it's still going to be remodeled. The landlord that God has provided for us is an amazing man who is a person of goodwill to us. He's going to put in a sink for us. He's going to put in a stove connection and also pull out the carpet and put in tile so that this will function as an actual kitchen. However, we have a stove, we have a fridge, and the landlord's going to put in the sink. But what we don't have is anything other appliance-wise that we will need, like coffee machines. We don't have plates or cups and things like that for our space. So that's something that you could consider partnering with us in providing finances to be able to buy those things. We also have 2 bathrooms, ladies and men's, on either side of this back space that will work well for us as we increase the amount of people that will come to this place. And overall, we just want to say thank you for considering partnering with us. We really cannot do this without you. Come back through here again. Let me give you some more pointers as to what kind of things we need. We need to set up an office with office equipment and table chairs, some counseling chairs. We need to buy bookshelves for the library. We want to have resources for families and for young adults and children, parenting, things like that. We also need to, as we mentioned, we want to put in a playland, so we need resources to be able to do that. We need seating and TV screens. One of the things we want to do in the cafe is to have TV screens up with the prayer room from a web stream, live prayer room music to foster that atmosphere of prayer. So we need TV screens in here, we need tables and chairs for the cafe, we need decorations. And in our worship sanctuary, we need chairs. People are not going to want to stand for the worship services. So all of these things lead us to pray and ask God to provide for us. Consider partnering with us. We would love to have you on our team. One other thing that we need your help with is with designing a logo for our Malachi's Family Cafe. The reason it's Malachi's is taken from the last book of the Old Testament and the last 2 verses, which talk about how God wants the hearts of the fathers to turn to the children and the children's hearts back to their fathers. And that's really our desire, is to restore families. So you can see on the other businesses here all have signs on the wall, and we too will get a similar sign in design of the frame. But we need to know what kind of logo would be attractive to college students and to young adults. So help us design a logo that shows the vision of Malakai's Family Cafe. Help us out. It's a contest, you can win prizes, and we will use whatever logo wins for t-shirts, for advertising flyers, and for the logo on the wall.